our freedom seminar as an algorithm of therapy and as a teaching item in relationship to the field of neurosemantic programming is absolutely unknown. However, we are now at the point where we feel we have to take some steps to get it known out into the real world. And today we have one person who recently came through the Freedom Seminar, and he is giving me his feedback as to the value and benefit for him and for his life. And therefore, with his permission, I'm going to tape it, and we hope that we can edit it and package it in a precise and concise way to post it into our website. He is known in the world, so he is in the public forum, so there's nothing to hide about his name. His name is Stephen Hobley. What did you get out of the Freedom Seminar?
What did I get out of the Freedom Seminar?
And how did it help you?
Oh my goodness, is there enough tape on there?
I hope so.
The Freedom Seminar ended this past Sunday. It is now Thursday the...
You can look at it if
Yep.
you wish, or look at me.
Yep, it's
Take your time.
Thursday, only a few days later. Out of this seminar, I got a sense of freedom. Not, as I mentioned, I went in with great trepidation, and my defenses are solid, and I even asked you in your office here earlier, what is it that I need to go to this seminar that you can't just give me in here? And I totally get that now, because there's such a wealth of knowledge, a lifetime of knowledge packed into this weekend, and tools about it changed the way that I looked at my life, and the language that I use, and how I communicate with you, and how I communicate with my wife and my daughter and the clerk at the grocery store, and the damage and the power of the language that we use within self and out to others. I genuinely, I felt a brick come off my chest, and I could breathe, and the Sunday evening after the scenario in the church with the falling back off the ladder, it didn't hit me right at that moment, and I put my shoes on, got back into line, and participated as a group as we needed to, and it was a phenomenal experience. I went down to a buddy's that night down in Beamsville, and as I was driving back, the world's greatest artist had the sun just so, and my eyes just opened up, and I cried impossible tears of joy, which I haven't done for many, many years, other than the birth of my daughter. And prior to that, there was not many tears of joy.
Now then, there's one thing because it's, to me, it's so joyful to know. I'm going to backtrack before the taping.
Yeah.
We were talking about the Freedom Seminar as a piece of work, and I said it was a really good piece of work, and then you confirmed that the piece of work was
brilliant. The work is brilliant.
And out of it was the light that is within you.
Absolutely. My questions about God and religion and why the hell are we here, on and on, I get it. I get it.
And actually, I gotta tell you, what you have arrived at was according to you, but other people arrived at whatever conclusions they did but it was according to them. It was
Absolutely.
never according to the Freedom Seminar or to me. It was, and this is the funny thing about the Freedom Seminar. It is so constructed because of the structural nature of its approaches, that it leaves it open the door for the individual to find his own answers. And it's not mine, you see.
Yes, and that's
the oddest
the,
thing.
the humor, the gusto, you know, the language, your utilization of what's deemed as profanity, which are just words. I get the way you speak, and it made me understand. And I've always known that I've had the answers inside of me, but because of
Yes.
my thickness and my language that I've used to myself and the constant belittling of myself, I've recognized that I can actually get in there and I can get that brilliance out. But I've needed to know the tools, and I've also needed to be what's the word? I need to have it confirmed that that light is in me.
You're absolutely correct. The answers are actually all within us, but the block is the insanity of the language of cause effect that we're using, and it is the ultimate block of our lives. It's totally insane.
It is, and it was like a door was kicked open, bing, and I have this room full of joy and wonder to explore, so
And
that
discover.
I can be the me that I deserve to be, which means that I can be the true proper father to my daughter. I can be the friend that I need to be to my friends, and I've always believed in the idea of love. That has been my only concept of God. I've never followed the religious thing, but I feel love, and I know now that I can give it away even freer.
As I told you also, you got to be sure that you do answer your friends, because they think that you're now part of a cult.
Oh,
But I have told you that you have the answer, that you cannot be, because it is in the teaching of the Freedom Seminar that each of us is an autonomous, self-governing entity unto ourselves. We will never bend our knees to anybody. You're not allowed to bend your knees to me for a start.
yeah.
Okay, that's
yeah.
for sure.
So wonderful. Thank you kindly.
Not at all. Not at all.